Hey everyone, Vince here, welcome back to another review. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about a money-making application called PlaySmart. Now, PlaySmart to me really does frustrate me, okay? The reason is because I believe this application has fantastic potential, but can you really earn as much as these advertisements say? The thing is, guys, when it comes to an application like PlaySmart, the whole goal is that we play games to earn, apparently, money, okay? Which is all well and good. They're apparently going to pay me for the longer I play the games for. So this is one of those applications that actually reward you for gameplay time instead of completing levels, at least here in Australia. This is the big misconception with these money-making applications. Depending on your country, the experience is going to change, and I have to make this crystal clear because this is one of the main factors of when people get disappointed with these applications. So depending on where you live, PlaySmart will behave extremely different to how it was for me on this review, so please take that into consideration while you're watching this video, okay? If you enjoyed today's video, I ask that you take a moment out of your time to hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what you think of PlaySmart. I really would appreciate it. PlaySmart has a coin-based currency system that you can then convert into real-life money. Now, the way you obviously get paid these coins are by playing games and applications. So, something to keep in mind here, everyone, it will take you quite a long time to earn even $5 or $10 on an application like this. When I say quite a bit of time, I'm talking like 5 or 10 hours, okay? It's really not an application for people that don't have time to waste. So in the circumstance of, let's say, you're at home and you're bored, then PlaySmart, in my opinion, is a good alternative to start earning some revenue while you really have nothing else to do, or perhaps you're working and you just want to put an app on and start earning a little bit of currency in the background. That's the thing with PlaySmart, at least here in Australia. I was rewarded for time played instead of levels completed. So because of that, I was able to launch up some of the games that PlaySmart had and literally just had the game running while I was doing other tasks. Again, depending on your country though, your experience will be very different. So in your country, you might have to actually play the applications and complete levels. So that's something to definitely keep in mind here while you're considering using PlaySmart. In my opinion though, PlaySmart, at least here in Australia, was a pretty solid application all around. You having the choice to convert these coins into real life currency was a great function for me because there were multiple cash out options on PlaySmart. Usually with these type of money-making applications, it's either PayPal or iTunes. But thankfully, PlaySmart has different alternatives for cashing out. Again, I'm not going to get too much into the cash out options because they change so drastically. Ideally for this video though, I was targeting the PayPal cash out option, so please keep this in mind, okay? This video will be showcasing the PayPal portion of PlaySmart, and I think that's what a majority of you guys out there like to see either way. Straight after you've signed up with PlaySmart, you'll then be greeted to a whole bunch of different games and applications that you can start to install and earn a little bit of revenue with. I absolutely love the layout of PlaySmart. It literally reminds me of Mistplay so much. So either PlaySmart took their inspiration from Mistplay or vice versa, because these applications really do behave the same and look the same to me. Funny enough, the layout is that easy to understand. You literally only have 4 tabs on the bottom of the screen that will direct you throughout this whole application. So the first tab is the Games tab. This is where you'll find all your applications and games that you can earn with, obviously. The second tab is the Shop tab. Now, you're gonna find all your cash out options in this tab. So what you're seeing on the screen now are the options that I have available to me here in Australia. Again, completely different to you, obviously, if you live in another country. Now, the next tab after that is the Invite a Friend tab. You do gain bonus coins if you invite your friends onto PlaySmart. And I have to say, the referral bonus isn't that bad for a money-making application. I've covered many of these applications and PlaySmart's is pretty decent. I think you get like 100 coins or so if you refer your friend, plus there might be some residual bonuses as well. It all depends, again, where you live. You're going to be hearing that a lot on my reviews, guys, because a lot of people don't really understand the applications change on countries. So as long as we understand that part, it's going to be a great experience here. Next tab, of course, is the profile tab, and that is where you can see all the statistics about your account, how long you've played for, and your experience on games. Because there are two separate sections. You have the player experience for your level on your account, and then you have the game experience, which will pay you. So think about this, guys, okay? Who really cares about the profile experience at the end of the day? You do get a little bit of a bonus coins if you level up your account, but what you really should be concerned about is the game experience. The game experience is how you actually make your money on PlaySmart. This is how the game rewards you for completing levels. Now, levels on PlaySmart kind of act like misplay. If you get to a certain threshold on a game, such as you play a game for a certain amount of time, you gain a level on that game, and then PlaySmart rewards you. Exactly like misplay, guys. I can't stress it enough. If you ever use misplay, you'll be straight at home with PlaySmart. Now, at the top of the screen of the PlaySmart application, you'll then see your total coins, the daily login streak, because yes, you do get bonuses if you use PlaySmart every day. Then you'll see the VIP tokens. Now, this is apparently the rising star section of PlaySmart. So aka the premium section, where if you spend money, they'll give you a little bit of bonus tokens that then you can convert into real life money. I don't want to spend any money on the premium stuff, so I completely skipped over this part. And last but not least, you'll also find badges. Now, these badges act as challenges for each of the applications and games that PlaySmart allows you to play. AKA, badges are pretty much achievements. If you play an app or a game to a certain amount of time, or what PlaySmart wants you to do, they'll grant you a badge, which will then grant you extra coins. So it's pretty much an achievement-based system on each of the applications and games. Now it's time to actually talk about my earning experience on PlaySmart, and really, is it worth it or not? Bottom line is this: the playing experience is very straightforward. All you need to do is literally install an application or a game and just play it for a certain amount of time. What I noticed with PlaySmart, and what I'm starting to notice with a lot of these money-making applications, is that they'll let you get to a certain point throughout the day, and then they'll put some sort of blocking on your account, so then you can't actually gain any more experience for the day on that certain game or application. That's a big problem to me. Unless they actually specifically tell me they've blocked my account for that game or app for the day, I'm not gonna know. So I'm sitting there playing King of Avalon for, let's say, an hour or two, okay? Then all of a sudden I look back at my account and my experience hasn't moved at all, and the game experience hasn't changed. So not only have I not leveled up my profile on PlaySmart, the game hasn't leveled up either. So essentially, PlaySmart has just wasted my time. This is something I really don't like about these money-making apps. Don't block your players and don't slow down people from earning. It's very frustrating, or at least tell us that we've been stopped in our tracks for earning. Time's the most precious thing you're gonna get, everyone. If developers are wasting it, you really gotta let them know by either rating them 1 star, making sure you drop your reviews so then people get warned, like I'm doing right now. I like this application, but the problem is I don't like the way that they run things behind the scenes. If you're gonna block players, you need to let us know. Other than that, the playing experience was very streamlined. I had fun playing the games. There are many games to choose from on PlaySmart. I mean, they don't have the category that Misplay does. They definitely don't have nowhere near it as many apps, but I think you guys will understand exactly what I'm saying if you do give PlaySmart a shot. Experiences are going to vary on a multitude of factors. I just really disliked how they stopped my earning, and I'm starting to see this more and more, and it's really starting to worry me because it's going to screw up my job big time here. Speaking of which, let's now talk about my experience with cashing out on PlaySmart. Now, with all the time wasted on PlaySmart by not getting rewarded for certain games, it took me around 6 hours to reach the $7 cash out on this application. The only problem is, everyone, at this point I was a bit curious to see how the cash out system is going to work. PlaySmart has a email verification system plus a face verification system, which I know some people out there really do not like. I'm never going to understand why we have to submit our faces for $5 or $7 or anything like below $5. It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. This is not serious money here, and yet we still need to submit our face. Look, email verification I understand, but face verification I just don't get it. Either way, I did the verification, and yes, PlaySmart did pay me literally within a day. So bravo PlaySmart developers, you did a good job there, I'm happy. I just don't understand such strict verification for such little money. Either way everyone, that is my PlaySmart review. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all tomorrow. See you next time.